Hello, Cherries. Welcome to Live Jerry Cherry Sunday, episode 135. In today's video, I'm going to show you the 7 diatonic chords of major keys. And it is raining. It's coming down here pretty heavy here in Brooklyn, New York. But we're going to get on with it right now. And I'm going to show you possibly the most useful piece of music theory that you'll ever learn. The diatonic chords. So get ready for that. Hopefully you have your guitars ready. Play some music. Hopefully you can hear my telly. Hello, Scott Olson. Good afternoon. So as usual, I will put a timestamp when the lesson is going to begin, which is very shortly, but just want to say hello to my friend Scott here. So good to see you. Give you a round of applause. What you drinking, Scott? I know it's beer o'clock somewhere. Drinking my coffee, still from my Jerry Cherry mug. So we're going to be playing some diatonic chords here. I think this is so important because in music, you know, there really is only a certain amount of chords, and this is the fundamental, essential basics of music. It's the major scale. Basically, it's do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And if we harmonize that in chords, it sounds like this. Get that last chord right. Too good. Up here, at least. It's like this. D sharp, half diminished. It's a very rainy day here, so I'm going to try to sound like rain. Glad to be here grabbing my telly. Just finished my coffee. All right. Awesome. Grab that telly. You know, I haven't played this in a while. It's been sitting around. I've been playing the Les Paul and the SG so much lately that not giving enough love to my telly over here, and it's so beautiful. Don't want to neglect it. So we are going to be in the key of E. We're going to start off in E. But you could easily transfer this to any key. You know, E, it's really all the same. It's the same formula. So, all right. So we'll get on with it. You know, each key and it has 7 notes, and diatonic means that we're only going to play those 7 notes. Like, for instance, in the key of E, the major scale. Oops. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do is 7 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And back to the start, the octave. So diatonic means that if I was playing in E, I'm only going to play those notes. I'm not going outside of the box at all. Diatonic just means within the key. And, you know, so there's a formula to this, and it's good to remember. And it's basically, it's whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. So between these notes, you have a whole step, and I mean whole step. Whole step would be 2 frets. Let's get down here to the guitar. We can see it a little bit better. A whole step is a whole step like this. Half step would be 1 fret. From the open E to the F, that's a half step. So 2 would be a whole step. Hello, Marty. Colleen, glad to be here. Thank you very much. Give you a round of applause. Happy to have you, Marty. So we're going through the whole half of the major scale. You got your E, so a whole step would be 2 frets up. So you got another whole, 2 more frets, and half. So right there you got your whole half. Whole half. Now it's whole half again. So you got whole half. That's the formula to the major scale. Whole half, whole half. Whole, oops. Whole, half, whole, half. So it's great. And once you know this in E, you basically know it in every key. That's the beauty of it. So say you're playing in the key of G, it's the same formula. Whole half, whole half, whole half. Like this. G major scale. It's different notes in the E major scale. Might be some similarities, but they're different. It's a different key. So you have whole, half, whole, half. So it's the same formula in every key. G. Might want to play in A. Or C. Or F. We just went through about 5 different keys here. There are only 12 of them. But we don't have all day. We can't play through all of them. So if you're enjoying this so far, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Very happy that you're spending some time here with me on Sunday on a rainy day here. Very rainy. Man, why can't it just be a beautiful sunny day? Well, you know what? We wouldn't appreciate those beautiful sunny days if we didn't have gray, rainy days like this. I feel like I'm in England right now because it's so sad and rainy. Actually, I love rainy days. I'm kind of like Eddie Rabbit. I love the rainy days. I think I might get a copyright claim if I sing that. Telly out today. It's a rainy day. Falling in love with my Telly again because I just got the Les Paul a while back and been playing that a lot. So got a little delay on here too. Just a little bit, just for a little bit of sweetness. So where were we? Okay, so we're moving it around the diatonic chords, and back to E here. So what's really cool about this diatonic chord thing in music, if we're getting together, if we're jamming, we all knew this because it's very basic stuff. You got the 7 chords of the key. They're numbers as well. Just like there are letters, you have numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And back to 1 again. So that's really, really important to know. Because there's 7 notes in the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the major scale. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's going to be a 1 chord, eventually. That's going to be a 2 chord. It's going to be a 3 chord, 4 chord, 5 chord, 6 chord, 7 chord, back to the 1 again. It sounds right. There's nothing wrong sounding here because it's all harmony. It's all harmonizing notes off of the 1 note. chords, or seventh chords. All right. I like this one. Sundays aren't complete unless it starts with some Jerry Cherry. All right. Well, I feel the same way. Sundays aren't complete without some Scott Olson. Very, very cool. So let's go over to here for 1 sec. I want to show you something. Let's check this out. Let's look at some chords here. E major. If you have any questions about any of this stuff, let me know. If you're watching the replay, let me know in the comments section. Here's just a regular basic E major chord here. So in the key of E. Okay. Then we'll go over to the next chord, the F sharp. Now these are all the same in every key. The 2 chord doesn't mean that 2, that just means the 2nd fret right there. This is the shape of a regular bar chord right here. The 2 chord. F sharp minor. Then we'll go to G sharp. This is the 3 chord. It's the same as the F, only moving it up. Then we have the 4 chord, which is basically this is the same as the E. If you were right here, you just took it all the way up to here. It's the same chord. Same chord you play here. Play with those fingers, you slide it all the way up here and bar it. Same thing with the B. Next chord. The same as the E right here. B. Then you have a C sharp minor, which is the same as this F sharp and this G sharp. C sharp. Hear the birds? I have a bird's nest that's right outside my AC unit. I have to get rid of that. Hopefully there's no little baby birds in there when I destroy it. We'll check on that. But D sharp diminished right here. And that's it. And back to E again. So all of these patterns are the same. I always say basically, but they are the same. This right here. Those chord shapes and those chords are the same in every single key that you're playing. It's the pattern. It's the whole, half, whole, half pattern. And of course, you can take those same chords. You can make 7th chords out of them, like that, and here. Any questions about this, please let me know. If you're enjoying this, please hit the like button, subscribe. It's a beautiful Sunday here. Learning about some music, playing guitar. I mean, could be better, right? What else are you going to do on Sunday? No football season, and even if there was football, it doesn't start till 1 o'clock, and it's only 12:14. Now, you don't have to actually play those full bar chords. You could just play triads. You know, triads like, let's do this without that picture because, nope, go down here, a bit better. You can play just triads, which are just 3 notes of the chord. So, if you look at this whole big old bar chord here that I'm playing, just play like the middle, starting on the D string, the G string, and the B string. It's just a triad, the root, the 3rd, the 5th. You go up to F sharp. I'm playing just the 3 notes. It's part of the chord, but it's all in just the string set of like the D string, the G string, and the B. Triad's your bread and butter. Also, I love it. Really want to get more into triads. 3 notes right here, F sharp, minor, G sharp minor, A major, B major, C sharp minor, D sharp diminished, And back to E major again. Oops. I love stuff like that, like a nope. You do stuff like that, like mistakes like that, if you know these diatonic triads. These are really, really cool, especially to learn them on. We'll get into another video on triads because I love these. But it's the diatonic chords of the key of E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the beauty of these triads is that you see the important notes of the chords. I'm seeing the root, the third, and the fifth. And it's so important to visualize the chords and how they look because you're memorizing the intervals. I know that this particular shape is always going to be a third, major third. And I know that that shape is always the fifth. See? On this string set, the D and the B, these are always fifths away. Just like if it was here, fifth. Fifth. See how this is, and the only flat 5 is the D sharp minor flat 5. So you can see that how that looks. It's a minor third away, 2 frets away. Every fifth here is just a whole step down. See, that's a whole step down. So you can go through this whole chord pattern just playing fifths and just visualizing. Except for this one, it's a flat 5, so now you have to go to one extra one. But besides that, whether it's major or minor, it doesn't matter because all these fifths are perfect fifths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, Jeffrey Boyle. Good to see you. Give a round of applause. So that is really, really cool. I love the little chords here, like these little triads, rather than the full chords. Why is that? Because a lot of times you're not going to play these full chords. You're only going to play like little chords. You know what I mean? Little chords with the telly. Gotta play a little twang when you got the telly going, right? All right. So, now, great thing about knowing these chord numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that those are progressions right there. When someone says, hey, let's play a 1, 4, 5 progression. What do you do? Well, I already know. Here's a 1. Where's 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's 5? Here. Ah, there's 1, 4, 5. triad version. Of course, you could play the same notes lower. You could play the E here. You're going to play the A here. And the B. And the A. Osman, you're not late. Nah, you're early. That's a Spin Doctor song. Remember the Spin Doctors? I know the drummer. Great guy. So, all right. So 1-4-5 progression. 1, 4, 5. Play it like a blues. That's my go-to riff. It's hard to slide into that though. So, and you're not limited to just a 1-4-5. Another popular progression is 2-5-1. In E, go to the 2 chord, to the 5 chord, to the 1. That is a great cadence right there. So it just resolves nicely. 2-5-1. Paul Merrill, what's up? What is up? What's going on? Let's give a round of applause. I think that's the song, What's Going On. So it's funny, that song What's Going On by 4 Non-Blondes, that's basically a 1-2-5 progression. So the woman who wrote that, the singer, who's a brilliant songwriter and amazing singer, she's like, she was watching my video and she had no idea what the chord, the 7 diatonic chords of the key is, until I showed her, and then she went 1, 2, 4, and she's like, this is going on. She's like, what's going on? Well, this is going on. So yeah, 2-5-1. Even if I was in the key of G. There's a 2-5-1 in G. Start recognizing the sounds and the patterns, that they're all the same in any key. It's just a matter of counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 2-5-1 in G would be A minor, D, G. And I can see them. Here's G. I can see it. That's 2. That's 5. This is the way the intervals are laid out. 2 chord, 5, 1. you know, all of these chords too, they're directly related to modes. You know, each one has a mode that's attached to it. Like this first chord, this E, the one chord, is it's an Ionian mode. So you have the scale, the major scale. The 2 chord, it's a minor chord. It's related to the Dorian mode. The 3 chord is related to a Phrygian mode. The 4 chords related to a Lydian. 5 chords related to a mixed Lydian. 6 chord, C sharp minor, is related to an Aeolian. The 7th chord, minor 7 flat 5, D sharp, is related to a Locrian. Nope. Back to E again. That was terrible. Let's see, Scott. I've been taking parts of these lessons and showing it to my daughter. I'm a terrible instructor, so thanks for your help in explaining the theory. Oh, my pleasure. Thank you. And that's so cool that you're showing your daughter. That's amazing. Really, really cool. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. All right. So we're playing. Hopefully you're enjoying this. Any questions about this stuff, please let me know. I think this is part of one of the most important elements of playing is, knowing these diatonic chords. Because they're really important. They're really relevant, and you could get so much out of them. You know, it's just it's so cool to be able to just kind of play through the chords. You know, for instance, if I stay on the 2 chord, I know it's a Dorian mode. If I go on the 3 chord, I know it's a Phrygian. On the 4 chord, I know it's got a certain sound to it. It's a Lydian. It has a sharp 4. Nope, that's not necessarily. So, yeah, each chord has a mode that's related to it. 5 has Mixolydian mode. Six has the Aeolian mode. It's this natural minor, C sharp natural minor. So, all right, and then last one, Locrian mode. You can see that the chords kind of line up perfectly with the mode because it's a D sharp flat 5 right here. Remember we played that already? So you have, and the scale fits that. What would you solo over this chord? You heard this. Here we go. Most people hate that. But I love it. Okay. So, yeah, where else can I go with the diatonic chords here? So, if you're enjoying this, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We got a little bit left before we move on for the day. Marty, can always learn something new, even at my age. That is for sure. Never stop learning. Just keep growing, keep getting better and better. Especially on guitar, you know, so much that you could do with the guitar. It's endless. You know, just these 6 strings here, you know. It just goes on and on and on. So, yeah, I mean, it's just great to be able to know this. It's just very important music theory. And of course, you know, once you know this, then you can just throw it all out the window and break all the rules. You know, you don't have to stick. I mean, for a while, when I first learned these, I was kind of stuck within thinking that, you know, this is all the chords that you have. And then you start to see like the progressions and how great songwriters go ahead and they take this, but then they totally throw it out the window, you know, and it's just very amazing how they do it, because you would think, you know, when you start seeing other chords thrown in there, it's like, wait, that doesn't really fit in the diatonic progression. Well, there's a lot of reasons for that as well. Like, you know, you're playing an E major. Then you might have a G chord in there. You know, back to E. A parallel minor type of thing. So once you know all these rules, then you can go ahead and break them, throw them out the window. So, you have your full chords here like this. Triads in smaller positions. You also have them up here in the third string set, which is like this right here. Play them just up on the high register on your G, B, and E string. So it's really the top part of the chord. G sharp, B and E. Just playing up here. Oh, D sharp. Nope. Start to recognize the shapes of the intervals. These are the same 7 chords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But I'm only playing the top half of it instead of playing the full chord. What that allows me to do is visualize all the chords. F sharp. Like I'm seeing the third, here's the E, the third, the fifth, the root. On the F sharp, here's the third, the fifth, third. But when it's a minor, it's part of this chord. I'm sure you've heard that riff a lot. Here. I'm sure you've heard this before a million times. Or here. And that's the same thing, really, as that's a B7 inverted. Which goes back to the root, to the E. Sounds good on a rainy day. Check this out. Oh, the third string here. Can't find my G string. Let's have it stayed in tune. Probably not so well. Yeah, close enough. All right, so I really dig that, this stuff right here. Playing around with the smaller variations of of the chords. Of course, up past the octave here. And the same thing applies to for any key. If you're in G, here's 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, G. I used to do a thing like forever where I'd let the E ring out, just hit an E chord, and go through all the chords, just letting the E ring, like drone. So I'm letting the E drone, the high E drone, and the B drone, all notes of the key of E, the root, the fifth, the E, and I play the diatonic chords on just the A, the D, and the G string. So here's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the root. So I drone the whole thing like this. Sounds good, but all I'm doing is I'm playing the 7 diatonic chords. All right, so we're having some fun with the diatonic chords. Going a little bit over. Any questions about any of this stuff? Let me know. All right, thanks, Jerry. Have a great weekend yourself. Thinking about Roundabout. And thank you very much, Marty. Very, very cool. Thank you, Scott. Any questions about this stuff, please let me know before we wrap it up today. Every day I play, got something new. Very, very cool. That is awesome. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Marty. Thank you, Ozman. Yeah, well, I like to go over the basics. Just seems like a lot of people, when they explain the basics, they overcomplicate things. And I'm trying to basically explain things the easiest possible way that you can. Whether I did that today or not remains to be seen, but I'm trying. You know, and I would say that the easiest way to understand this is this, if you know the major scale, you can build any chord from those notes. Because you have your E major chord right here. That's the first, the third, the fifth. First, third, and fifth. Right? So that's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going up the whole half. Whole half. Third, fifth. And here's the notes again. Same thing with F, sharp, minor, the 2 chord. If I'm in that same formula, I can't go whole half anymore because I already went whole to the second note. But I can go 1, 2, and Here's 1. You're always starting, and also with these chords, this is now the 1 when I'm counting. So we have 3, 5. Same notes. Same thing here in G sharp minor. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 5. A major. 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5. Let's put together some cool taps here now. So that's pretty cool too. 5, 3, 5, 1. Same thing here. Flat 5. There you go. All right. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so we're wrapping it up now. Thank you very much. If you want to go a little bit deeper, I know most of you guys know about my course already, but I do have a guitar course called the Essential Skills Collection for Guitar, where I go over fretboard memorization so we can learn our ABCs all over the neck. The circle of fifths, which is a really cool circle, not to be confused with a pizza or a steering wheel or anything. And blues soloing, because those are the most important elements of where you get your soul and feel from, the blues. So check that out. I'll put a link in the description for my Essential Skills Collection for guitar course. Please check that out. I'd appreciate that. And thank you very, very much, guys, for hanging out with me here on Sunday. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of your weekend. And thank you, Scott Olson and Ozman. And today was fun. These building blocks, which can only improve your playing. Yeah, absolutely. Don't underestimate the simplicity of this stuff, because all music comes from this stuff. Just getting it to sound good is like the hardest thing, really. Just getting your guitar in tune, I find sometimes is the hardest thing. Go through these chords, let some of the notes drone. Like I'm letting an A drone hit the B triad while the A's droning. That's a Lydian sound. Or let the E drone when you do this. Let the D drone. No, there's no D. Or let the what else do you let drone? The E. It's really fun to just kind of mess around with this stuff. Hand pink waving. I don't know what that means there, Jeffrey Boyle. Hand pink waving. Okay. Sounds cool, though. All right. So thank you so much for spending some time here with me today. Really, 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 really appreciate it. Remember, guys, be cool, be kind, be cherry. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you so much. You're the best for hanging out with me. I love yous all. Really, really cool of you. And if you want to see another video on the 7 chords of the diatonic key, major key, I'll put the video right up there. So please check that out. Have a great weekend. Love yous, and I'll see you next time. All right, ciao, y'all. Peace.